It's Friday the 19th of July and I'm on a desperation quest. I've got this horrible razor which I just simply can't put a good edge on. It's the Friodur stainless. It's the number 50.5, so it's about a 5/8, and it just will not take a good edge. So what I'm going to try and do is do something a little unusual. I'm going to give it a 1 stone Coticule edge as a tryout. I've tried everything else, doesn't work, doesn't like normal stones. I even 2 days ago put it on a sequential Arkansas base, translucent, fine black arc, the whole bloody lot. I even gave it multiple laps on a crox coated, green crox coated strop afterwards, and it still gave me one of the worst shaves I've ever had. I don't like stainless. There is a mystery to it. So this is the last chance it's going to get. This is going to be a dull cot, full slurry method, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to bin it. Here we go. This is a very precious Coticule. As you can see, it's actually a large stone. It's got beautiful pink veins in it. I'm using this beautiful little slurry stone, which is a very kind gift sent down to me from one of our very kind friends. And this one, in fact, I don't know if I will use this one. I might use another one. No, I'll use this one. I think this one was sent down to me by Mark Oddams. So we'll see if this little slurry stone does the job. Right. Immediately a lovely white slurry. Look at that. If you can. Yep. I want a nice thick slurry because I want to replace the edge. There is nothing actually wrong with the edge. I've looked under my little handy cheap binocular microscope and there doesn't seem to be anything really wrong with the edge. Why it doesn't want to shave me, I've no idea. I've looked at the teeth, the little microscopic final apex. They're not that bad. So this is its last chance. This is going to be a Coticule edge with a nice coarse slurry. And if this doesn't work, I don't know what to say. I can feel already there's a lovely feel to this stone. Oh, it is definitely cutting. So Mr. Recalcitrant Friodur 50.5 stainless piece of crap, let's see why you seem to be misbehaving. Because I've no idea. So let's get this is only an experiment, chaps. I would not be doing this as rushed on a good carbon blade. One of the finest results I've had putting a single stone edge, Coticule edge, was on a very nice puma. It was not that special a puma. It was a very kind gift from a friend of mine. And I thought, all my other pumas have got very, very good edges, very sharp edges. So I thought, no. Let's see if we can do something a little less sharp. And so I put a Coticule edge on it, similar to what I'm doing now, but not this stone. This is by far my largest stone. And lo and behold, when I tested it afterwards, it seemed to be okay. But when I shaved with it, a nice kind shave. Definitely a kinder edge. I'm normally used to synthetic, very high grit edges. My favourite being probably 20K, the Sahiru Gukomyu. And that can be a pretty vicious edge actually. If you're not careful, it will have you. But I'm not getting a lot of colour. This is a very, very white, deep slurry, as you can see. I hope you can see. And I'm not getting an awful lot of colour. but I suspect it is working. It has changed colour from bright white there to a nice grey there. So we are losing steel, if you can call stainless steel. Personally, I think it was dreamt up by a fiend to tempt us poor shavers. The larger blades, I'm not being totally insane, the larger stainless steel blades I have had some joy with. I would never pick them over carbon, but I have. I have had a good shave out of a few, but the smaller you go with these stainless steel blades, the more trouble I'm having. And I can't figure it out. I can't fathom it. Anyway, I'm going to say for now, that's probably enough of a coarse slurry. I'll give it a very cursory check and call it probably good to go for the next stage. Let me get my little mic. I highly recommend these little cheap handheld microscopes. They're far better. Oh, what a nice looking edge. Hello, hello, hello. Now that is a sandblasted edge as it should be. Yeah, that's sandblasted. That's what I like to see. So I'm just going to now refine this down a little bit more. This might be the magic answer. It might be the magic bullet. Perhaps I shouldn't be mentioning bullet. Not with what poor old President-to-be Trump went through. Some little 20-year-old mummy's boy decided to make a name for himself by clambering up a building in full sight of the audience, in full sight of the so-called police. And finally, when the crowd pointed out to the police security that there was a chap with a rifle climbing on a building, they decided they couldn't tackle him because the roof of the building was on an angle and it might be dangerous. That's the sort of security that you don't need. Finally, they alerted a sniper and they took the little creep out. But anyway, not a happy situation. That was my rather condensed view of what happened. Let's put a little bit more water on. This is going to be a quick one, chaps, so do bear with me. A very, very, very quick rehone. I didn't need to kill the edge. I had it on the Arkansas stones and I had it on a pasted strop and it was still completely useless. So I'm hoping that this particular batch of stainless steel will be more kind towards me with a Coticule edge. Time will tell. Final test now. As I say, I'm not going to waste much time on this. The razor's not worth it. So we're now going to go to pure water and see if it's ready to yield up its secrets. The only thing that's slightly worrying me now is how many laps I should do on this lovely big Coticule before I get stickiness. And so far there's no sign of stickiness at all. Now there is, just a bit. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's sticking. Now I'm a firm believer in not over honing. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Maybe I should over hone. As soon as you start feeling that nice stickiness, you know you're pretty close to achieving hopefully the maximum that this particular stone can give. Though I have to say, this is a beautiful stone. I'm going to tell you a little story, if I don't bore you into sleep. The story was, I saw this on the inevitable eBay. Nobody bothered really bidding on it. It hasn't got a lot of life left. It's quite thin. And I thought, well, if I buy it and then I carefully flatten it, there'll probably be even less left. But of course, here's the joy. Let me just show you. Chaps. Where have I put it? Oh, here we are. It came in a tin. And the tin was really dark, miserable and dented. I think people looked at the tin and thought, whatever's in there, I'm not going to bid on it. So I got it. I cleaned the tin up, I took the dents out, or some of the dents out, and lo and behold, there's this very beautiful pink veined Coticule. I have no idea where it's from. It's obviously a Belgian Coticule, but whether it's a deep vein this or a deep vein that, I really am not an expert. I wish I was. It's got some lovely little, what appear at first to be cracks. They're not cracks. They're obviously mineral inclusions, which is what they should have. Do you know what? I think we're there. I don't honestly think there's a lot of point going much further. We have achieved stickiness. And I think being a big stone with long strokes like this, that's probably about as far as we need. So I'll turn the water off. I'll just do a few cursory strokes and say, this appears to be working. But the proof, of course, will be after the stropping. And we'll see if this horrid stainless steel can actually give a decent shave off a Coticule. So let me wipe off the water. I'm working in strange conditions. It's very bright and sunny for England, and I can't see my phone, so whether or not you're getting any of this, I've absolutely no idea. Hopefully you are. Anyway, these are just little short vignettes from me. Let's see. Well, it's time to try it. That looks all right to me. It's a nice even edge, a good bevel. If this doesn't do it, then this is going to go. However, let's hope it does. Anyway, chaps, I'm going to go upstairs now. I'm going to strop the living crap out of this, and we'll see if it works. So, thanks for viewing. This is Martin's Test Shaves, attempting to redeem a horrible stainless steel razor on a very fine Ardennes Coticule without anything other than a one stone. So this is a one stone progression. Whether it works, who knows. That's it, chaps. Bye for now.